Hello. Welcome back to Hope to Change. So all you guys who are not new here, if you are new here, hello, my name is Kay. To give you guys a little brief on the channel, this channel is a channel, I would say for me, just evaluating my own channel that the Lord has blessed me with, is just, this is a channel that provokes people to change through my dreams, through my visions, through the messages that the Lord gives me. He's usually giving me a way that people, he's always telling me something usually, or my experience, just a way that somebody can keep in mind that it's important that we change and turn from our wicked ways. The kingdom is at hand, and God wants our relationship with him to be strong now. And so he's usually trying to let us know that pay attention to me, don't get your eyes set off me, follow me. If you love me, then follow my commands, really show the Lord that you love him if you love him, and that's going to be through your actions. So just turning away from sin and things like that. So that's just me summing it up, but that's what this channel is really about. And so if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please like, comment, subscribe, things like that. I don't want to be too long on this intro anyways. So I just got done with my walk. I hate that the sun is right there. Like, I need it to be in front of me, but whatever. I do have a message for you guys from the Lord. So whoever it's for, I'm very happy to be a part of just letting you know what the Lord is telling you, but what the Lord said to me the other day, I was just hearing a new life. And so, to explain on what he's saying, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and so the Lord is saying all new for whoever this message is for, to his faithful servant. This is not to say that you're a perfect servant. God knows your heart, though. You know what I'm saying? God knows that you've been trying, and that you truly love him. You know what I'm saying? And you've been faithful. And so God has promised you some things way back when, and he's saying that now the time has come for you to walk into those promises. And so maybe for the servant, you may have started to look at the world even now that you're in, just looking at your surroundings, and you feel uncomfortable there. This is a place where you've been all your life. You've been around maybe the same people all your life. You've had the same kind of friendships. You've been living the same kind of lifestyle, since you came to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But God is kind of shaking it up in you and starting to make you feel as though there's more to this. There's more to your life than this. It's something better. It's something greater for you. He's shaking that up in you, and he wants you to know that that's him that's having you get uncomfortable in the place where you're used to. You're used to being here. You're used to living this life and doing these things, but God is making you be uncomfortable because he has a plan for you. And so the reason why he's making you be uncomfortable is because he wants you to get out of the comfort zone so you could move into what he's actually doing, like whatever he has for you. You may have noticed that, the fact that some people around you, you're starting to realize that, man, you're not even comfortable with these people anymore. And the Lord was saying that the reason why you're not comfortable with certain friendships, and you're not even probably able to have any friends, like you probably don't even have any friends, you're not able to get comfortable with these people because God is saying that if you were to get comfortable with these people that is around you, like if you were just to get so comfortable with them, if you was to realize that they really get everything you're saying, they really understand you or whatever, you might be comfortable with being at the level that they are. You know what I'm saying? And so God does not want you to get any friendships at this level. He does not want you to be comfortable with people that are at a lower level spiritually, whatever it may be, just wherever they are right now, because you're going somewhere else. And unfortunately, those people can't come those people can't come. And in reality, you don't even want those people to come. And this, unfortunately, may even be family members. But, you know, you just keep praying for your family and even friends, you know. But that's what the Lord is saying, that you're getting uncomfortable. Even, and he's doing that in you. He's making you uncomfortable, you know. Even with your job, you may be uncomfortable with your workplace and things like that. God is saying that don't be afraid, that he is with you. He's with you wherever you go. He's going to lead you. He's going to just keep being faithful, keep being into him, keep, you know what I'm saying, following him. Keep praying just so that we can know where he's leading you to, you know what I'm saying? But God is here. God is in the midst, and he's saying that, you know, there's something that he has for you, a better life than where you are now. And he just wants you to not get comfortable at this level. You may have even gotten to it with a few people. Maybe some relationships have even just recently failed. That was because they can't come with you. God is wanting them to break off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you guys won't fix things later on. You guys won't be cool with each other later on or whatever. But there's certain people that God just does not want you to be so close to because they can't come. Okay? And so just to know whether this is for you, I suggest that you fast. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for a 3-day fast. I'm all about fasting. You guys already know. But yeah, just go and talk with God and see what he's saying on your own time. But yeah, I mean, the message isn't too much. It isn't too big. Whoever this is for, God wants you to know that you're going into a new life. He's heard you. He's heard your cries, you know. He's heard your heart. You know, you have been crying out to him, and you just been wondering why you can't seem to, you know, get a grip here. Like, you can't seem to keep friends or friendships, or you can't seem to just be comfortable. You know, it seems like you're always worried about stuff. You're always stressing out, and God is saying, leave that to him. Take it off of you. Give it to him, because it belongs to him. You know, the worries that you're having, he'll take care of you. You know, just follow him. Another thing that he's saying in this time to be aware of is that as you are moving into what you're supposed to be moving into, there is somebody that has been assigned. Okay, there's somebody that's been assigned, and the thing about it is you may not even know this person, okay? But this person from a spiritual realm, it could be a witch, it could be somebody. I'm really leaning more on a witch. Somebody who's practicing some kind of sorcery, who is going to try to keep you from reaching what God has for you. What I would say is it's going to have to be, this is what I'm understanding from the Lord, that it's going to have to be a lot of battle prayers going up. You're going to have to fight in the spirit a lot. You know, whenever you go and pray to the Lord, thank the Lord, do all these things, but try not to end the prayer without, you know, fighting against what's fighting against you, declaring and decreeing. God is saying your declaring and decreeing is also going to be your freedom, okay? It's really going to be your freedom in this time for you just to declare what you want. Speak positive things over your life. Speak positive things over your children. Speak blessings over your life. Speak blessings over your family, blessings over your children, blessings over your marriages, blessings over whatever it is that you have, everything that is for you, meant to be for you, everything that's coming to you, or everything that you already have. Speak over those things. Even go as far as anointing your house, re-anoint your home. Things like that. That's what the Lord is saying, because it's literally it's the time right now. And so in the spirit, it's being able to, they're able to see that something has shifted for you. And so there's been people assigned, or people that are into witchcraft, sorcery, whatever. They have been assigned by the kingdom of darkness to either come into your life, or just, you may not ever meet them. They're just there. They're paying attention to you in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? They are praying against you in the spirit, and you don't even know these people. That's the thing about it. Yeah. And so don't be offended about everything that is happening, things that people say and things that people do. Go into your life with, or go throughout the rest of your days, you know what I'm saying, with another outlook, a mindset set change, a heart change, you know what I'm saying. Don't be so offended, because picking up offense, picking up unforgiveness, those are demons, and we don't want to pick up those things with us into where we're going with the Father, our new life. We don't want to take all these bitter and this weight, you know what I'm saying. We don't want to take that weight into our new life. And in fact, it really, look, in reality, that is a way that the enemy is trying to hold you down. He wants you to be, you know what I'm saying, worried, sad, unforgiving, things like that. He wants you to have those things, because that's going to be his way to access you. So let's try to clean up as much as we can. Let's try to clean it up. Don't even let people offend us and get to that point with us. If we have a disagreement with somebody or anything like that, let's try to squash those beefs as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. What else does the Lord want for you? Yeah, just like I said, and declare some things, because what's going to happen is, what the Lord is saying is that you might have already started experiencing this thing where it seems like it's a lot of negative thoughts going on in your mind. Like the enemy is trying to literally get to your mind, okay? Whenever you are about to, go into your breakthrough, your release point, your promised land, wherever the Lord has for you, it seems like now it's like the enemy is like targeting you even more watchful over you, just trying to figure out how can they enter into your life, how can they bring you down, how can they keep you down. And one of the things that the enemy uses against us is our thought process. And so we have to understand that a lot of times, even if the thoughts may seem like it's you have to understand that if it's negative and it's ungodly, that you need to pray against those thoughts. And so I'm saying things like, the enemy may come against you and say things about people, may say things bad about people and stuff like that, having you think, oh my God, is this person the person I need to worry about? Or is this going to happen? Oh, just get you with worries and just get you all flared up. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is saying that you must, you must conquer over your thoughts. You have to conquer over your thought process. And whoever this is for, whenever you get any negative thoughts, you start to declare and decree the opposite, okay? So if somebody said, if in your thoughts, you're thinking about, oh my God, I'm going to get a divorce, or, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job, or whatever it may be, the Lord wants you to declare and decree the opposite of those negative thoughts, okay? So your words are very powerful, which we know that. We know that God himself made the earth with his words, you know what I'm saying? And not only are we made in his image, but he also says that we are also God's, you know what I'm saying? And that's scriptural. I've heard people say things like, that's not so. If you actually read the Bible, you'll find it in there, that we are. That's what the Lord said himself, and so with that being said, you must speak things over yourself, speak things over your life, declare and decree things, okay? Because now is the time, okay? Every good thing, make sure that you are paying your tithes and things like that, because it's going to set you up as well for better days, you know what I'm saying? One time in my life, when I didn't believe in going to church, I didn't believe anything like that. I didn't believe in going to church. I definitely didn't believe in paying tithes. And one day when I was getting, because I didn't believe in going to church and I didn't believe in paying tithes, mostly because of what everybody was saying, something I've heard. But thank God for, the pressing in and things like that. When even though I wasn't going, it wasn't the thing that made me get closer to God. Like whether I was in church or not, I was still pushing on my own, right? I was still fasting on my own, getting close to the Lord. And the Lord had let me know that he had let me know, and it was actually a beautiful thing, but he had let me know through a lady that I had just met. It was a neighbor of mine, and I had just met her recently, and we didn't really know each other, but we just felt like a drawing towards each other. It was beautiful. And she was like, I don't know. She was like, I don't know. I don't know why the Lord told me this, but she's like, I'm telling you that the Lord told me to tell you to, sorry guys, I hope these cars aren't too loud. But she was like, the Lord told me to tell you to pay your tithes so that way he can bless you more. That's what the Lord said. And so that right there is just a beautiful thing. This is why it's going to be very important that learning two things here. First of all, it's important for us to pay our tithes. That's one. So that way we can, hopefully you guys can still hear me. So that way we can receive more blessings from the Lord. A beautiful thing happened to me even in 2020 when things were going really bad. That's when I had just got on, way before 2020, I had got in the habit of paying my tithes right away. And when 2020 happened, guys, I was set because, the Lord had just like the blessings was just there. You know what I'm saying? It was like everything that I had put in, the Lord was just, blessing me. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't have anything. Okay. So it was wonderful. Anyways, long story short, and that's been the same throughout my life, period. Like making sure that I pay the tithes and things like that helps me store blessings for myself. That's what God wanted us to do. That's what God told us to do. And so it's not about the pastor. It's not about any of that. It's just about following the Lord and listening to him and being obedient to what he has said, and then let's go back into what I wanted to say as well. The fact of I had the friend who actually said something to me. She was the one to let me know that the Lord was wanting me to do this so that way I can have blessings. That's why these friends that you have now are not able to come with you, because they're not going to help you even on your spiritual journey. Okay. And the thing about it is you may not even be able to help them on their spiritual journeys. You might not even be a blessing to their life, to them right now. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, there's a lot of people that have to go because there's relationships that God is going to give you, but it's later on. These people are going to help you on your spiritual growth, and not even maybe just spiritual. It's going to be financial growth. You know what I'm saying? Right now in this time, there's going to be a lot of wealthy believers. Those ones who are very faithful to the Lord, and God sees your heart. God knows who you are, and you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know you haven't been playing around. Even when it was hard for you to give up certain sins, maybe it's sex outside of marriage, whatever it was, when it was hard for you to do those things, you went and you did it. Whenever you were tempted, it was hard for you to overcome it, and you may had even fell into it a little bit, but you ended up just getting up and like, no, this is not right. I have to do what the Lord wants me to do. I want God. I love God more than myself. I love God more than anything. So you just managed to get yourself, out of those situations. Whoever you are, you have made yourself very wealthy in the spirit by being prayerful and just being obedient and not taking sin just lightly. You've been trying to be as your best for the Lord, just to show him that, treat him how he wants to be treated, because he loves us, and you're his bride and he's your husband, and you wouldn't want to hurt him if you actually love him. So you've been trying your best, right? And so it's made you very wealthy in the spirit. It's made you very wealthy in the spirit. And so because you're wealthy in the spirit, the spiritual controls the physical. Okay. And so with that being said, now those blessings are due into the physical realm for you. You know what I'm saying? God has already promised you some things. He may have promised you, a ministry. He may have promised you a home. He may have promised you a car. I'm being material about it, but everything that we have is because of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, there's nothing wrong with those things. God promised you with it. He know you need it, and he like, I know you would like this. I want to be able to gift you as well. You've been faithful to me, and I want to be able to gift you something as well. This is not to make it like material things are the most important things, but God knows that we're still on earth, and he's just giving us, earthly things. We're still here. You know what I'm saying? But it's spiritual when you really think about it, because it was promised from him first. And this is what we what we go by when things are, the spiritual controls the physical, you know. He's just saying his promises are about to be fulfilled in your life. It's time for these things that he promised you to come now. And I just think that's a wonderful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I also wanted to say very quickly before I forget this part. The Lord also wants us to know that when he is blessing us with these blessings, these promises that he promised us, it's not just for us. It's definitely for his glory. It's definitely something that'll glorify him, and it'll help other people. Blessings are coming financially. You know, it's definitely going to be something that's going to glorify him, so that way we can help more people. We could reach more people, be an advancement to the kingdom. You know, a lot of times us believers, especially us who are more serious about the Lord, we have noticed how people who are blessed financially seem to not help God's people, and they claim to be one of God's people as well. But the ones that he's blessing with these financial gains and everything, he knows that we're going to be helping other people. You know, it's not just for us. So that's a beauty. And then just the whole thing, like I said, or like I'm going to be talking about, whatever, depending on wherever I put this video or wherever I put this clip in. But God is going to be blessing us with things even material. So that may be at home. He may have even known that you needed a car. You've been driving your car that's 20 years old with no complaints. He's going to bless you with something else. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be 2024 or whatever, but he's going to bless you with something else. And when people's like, oh, well, you know, they notice you had been driving an old car for so many years, and it's like now you're driving something from, you know, that's a little bit more up to date, you know, they're going to be wondering, and you can go back and you can say, it was God who did it for you. You know what I'm saying? People who are in need of things, they don't realize that God can help us in every way. And sometimes it takes for us to just live proof of that to help people see. So whenever you are blessed with anything, promises, whatever it is that the Lord said he's going to give you, be sure to tell everybody, shout it from the rooftops that, you know, you were patient, you waited on the Lord has done it, the Lord has done it. You wouldn't have anything that you have, even now and in the future, you know what I'm saying? But if it was not for the Lord, it wouldn't be yours, you know? So yeah, so let's just keep that in mind, that the Lord is blessing us, not just for our own selves, but it's for the kingdom as well, to help other people, and just to get other people thinking, hey, Jesus did this for this person, you know, let me, you know, see, you know, this person may have been depressed, you know, even some of us may have been going through depressions and things like that, but Jesus brought us through, so we can always give those testimonies, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't want to be too long, but that's what I wanted to add. No, I think that's really it. I really just feel like the Lord is letting us know in this time that, you know, it's time, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a new life for you. It's a new life for you. And there's some relationships that are going to have to end, unfortunately, because they can't come with you. But other than that, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I thank you so much, guys. I want you guys to have a great rest of your night, great rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is. Have a good one, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye.